Welcome back for another video. I'm Eharbad, a free-to-play endgame player in Raid Shadow Legends, and today is episode 29 in the challenge series for 2023. First thing, let's jump into the photos, get that done quickly. Then we've got a little bit of stuff to do in the account, and after that, I don't know, we'll see. It's an unstructured video. So back on the 24th of April, so that's where we're going to pick up. I had a quest to beat a classic arena team of a higher team power, which I generally find is one of the hardest quests for me to do because I can't beat any real teams. So I have to always try and find a way of beating a one-man defense using a champion with lower team power. In this instance, I went up against the Tormin, threw in my Brogni. 2 minutes 20 later on full auto, the job was done, thankfully. So that did work. Also on the 25th, finished the champion training event. Got the legendary book, which we will make good use of. And then also on the Tuesday, CBC begins. And you can see we had another great matchup against a clan with 28 wins, another level 13 clan. You know, what can you say? We just consistently seem to get these horrendous matchups. We never seem to go against an early game clan or a clan with not highly developed accounts. It is what it is. Best not to worry about it or care too much. I did do a bit of forging whilst we were there. Through doing the slightly higher stages of faction wars, starting to get a little bit of the 5 to 6 star gear coming through on a reasonably consistent basis, and that's where I'm directing my charms, particularly on perception, rank rarity, and in this instance I threw in the accuracy substats charms as well, really just trying to maximize my chances of getting really good quality gear from the forge. Obviously the account doesn't have a lot of great gear, so there's a good chance that we're going to get significant improvements through the forge. I also went and upgraded my Great Hall, got the force-based accuracy to level 5, and I then took magic resistance to level 5. In general, I always say take accuracy all the way first, then take resistance second. However, my intended mischief tank, Skaramis, I think that's the name, right? We can have a look at him after. He is magic affinity, and I need to end up kind of getting quite high accuracy and res stats simultaneously, and my gear just isn't there. So I'm probably going to end up prioritizing accuracy and resistance on the magic side to level 10 to try and progress further in Hydra. So it kind of, the general premise of accuracy then resistance is still being deployed, but I'm kind of tailoring it to the current champions I have on my account to try and actually progress in content, which I think is a sensible thing to do overall. I did take a few of the other nodes up to level 1 just to get some general broad spectrum stat gains, very low amount of cost in terms of actual medals, and you obviously get a reasonable stat boost as it is. And I don't know, it was a bit of I guess being pedantic. I just wanted all of it at least at level 1, so I did it. With that done, actually, I also did get the final part of the arena challenges finally finished. I hadn't had 3 nodes at level 5 previously, but with those 3 Great Halls at level 5 or higher, I then got the arena challenges done and got Legendary Tome. So that will be going to good use soon. I also took the opportunity to book out Stag Knight. Stag Knight probably will be my 3rd next 6 star. So I'd say there's 2 champions ahead of him currently. But he's the highest priority champion I had at that point, who I wanted to book out. So threw in 6 initially, and ultimately I needed another 6 to book out the A2. So I ended up putting 12 books into Stag Night. You can see here I have 19 legendary books and still 14 epic. Given that I want to probably book out at least 1 legendary and an epic to get the Ultra Nightmare clan boss team going, I should have enough resources to be able to do that without any delay. And then once we have Ultra Nightmare on farm, we can start to think who else will get those remaining legendary books. As we know, we'll have a steady supply coming in thereafter. I did some overnight spider. So we had Clan v Clan running. I needed to finish the spider tournament and do, I think the Dungeon Divers was going at that time. Maybe it wasn't. I think it was, though. In any case, I'd left the spider tournament completely to be done whilst it was overlapping with CVC. So I queued up a load of energy and just ran it overnight on RSL Helper. They're not like super fast runs, 2.5 minutes on average, you can see here, but it's fine. It's 100%. That's the most important thing. Yeah, so 100% happy with that. 150 wins is gives us a good amount of artifacts. I have to do a gear cleanse at some point, and I might do a dedicated episode just to kind of cleaning up the account. I'm leaving that until we've built the Ultra Nightmare clan boss team. Once we have everything in place and Ultra Nightmare is good to go, we can then look through all the remaining gear, both on the artifacts and on the accessories side, do a big clean out. With Spider done, you can see we ended up in I think it's actually hadn't finished at that point, but we were well positioned to get some gems. I think we did end up finishing and getting the 60 gems. I'm not sure if I have another screenshot of it, but with the work done overnight, got the copy of the rare that we needed, and obviously all the other side rewards as well. I did go actually on the 26th. This is now on the Wednesday. I did actually go and try and do a little bit of kind of advance a bit further in Faction Wars for Lizardman. End up using all my keys, advancing further. And I thought, well, let's use all these Delarges we have. So I did stage 4 with 2 Delarges. I then did stage 5 with 3 Delarges. Did stage 6 as well. And beat stage 7. And then it kind of occurred to me, Jizzo wasn't really doing that much. Still did stage 8. But then by stage 9, I was like, well, let's just use 4 Delarges. Whilst we have them, let's make good use of having all of these epics that we're going to use for the fusion. And let's just, run some Faction Wars. So yeah, that was it. Stage 9 was as far as I got. I think I ran out of keys after that. Obviously, we will have a copy of Delarge going forward, but we're going to have to use 4 copies to get Razelvarg. As you can see here with our spider tournament, we did end up finishing 7th and getting 60 gems. I did do a little bit on the progress missions, but very little, to be honest, in the end, because I realised looking ahead that one of the quests coming up, or rather one of the missions coming up in the next sort of 5 or 6, is to fuse Razin, and we just don't have all the rares yet. So it wasn't really worth worrying about it. Doom Tower has reset. I started going down the hard side first, but got stuck on floor 3. I think I cleared floor 3 and got stuck on floor 4. I would need to try and sit down and manual that. It's already proving difficult, the waves on this rotation. So instead jumped over to normal. When beat stage 10 on whatever that was. Thursday? Yeah, I think so. Thursday. Clan v Clan obviously finished, and this is now Friday morning, just before the tournament disappears. We did lose again. It was relatively expected, to be honest. The matchup just wasn't something that was going to be achievable for us. If we look at the overall scores, I think we did well overall. Like a lot of people got a good number of points, and there was kind of good activity across the board. But if we look at the opposition, their top player power is similar to our entire clan combined. So, it was inevitable we were going to lose again. Hopefully we'll get a better matchup next time, but I really just don't care, to be honest. As long as we're getting the milestone rewards, they're at least valuable enough, and just not worry about it too much. Then this is also yesterday. I did fuse the 5th epic, and I did a solitary live arena battle because, again, it was telling me I'm going to get demoted because I hadn't done live arena for 5 days again. So I think I've barely played live arena on either account. Again, maybe I'll try and at some point do a video, maybe doing a bit of the tag team stuff on the old account, on the main one, and maybe do a bit of live arena. I do need to go and do quite extensive rebuilds, to be honest, to kind of catch up on the account, because I haven't really tweaked a build now for 6 months. No, maybe not quite that much. It's got to be probably more like 4 months. And if you're not continually improving and refining the builds on your main arena champions, you will just sort of slowly dwindle, or fade away and be a little bit less competitive. So there's certain things I need to improve. Then this morning I did get the epic tome from the artifact enhancement. Obviously it got the Margrave copy, which was required to get the 5th epic fused. But then I decided I'll just, put a few more resources in and get that epic tome. We've got a lot of epics on the account, and ultimately, if we want to progress further in faction wars particularly, we're going to need to have as many epic books as we can get our hands on. So it seemed like a sensible use of resources and a good thing to do. Sorry about my voice. It seems to be kind of crackling quite a lot today. I think more than normal. I don't know why. I guess I'm tired, probably. In any case, we are here with Razelvarg. I think I need to get just 4 more levels on one of the epics, so we can just quickly go and do that. And I will just do that one with Bruise. Job done. And then we can go in. Sorry, wrong window. We can go in, unlock the 4 epics that are at level 50, and get the fusion done. And as you can see just there, we did have a copy of Delaja as well. Oh, actually, whilst we're here, let's talk about it then. We've got Razin. So we're missing 1 copy of Petitent. We do have a Torture Helm, but it would be nice to get a copy of Torture Helm, so we kind of want a Thurgist as well. And then the other one we're missing is Wanderer. So we're only actually missing 3 rares. And hopefully next time we have a 2x Ancient event, we've got 45 Ancients. There's no guarantees, but hopefully, fingers crossed, maybe we'll get them. Because it'd be good to get Razin. I think it'd actually help our Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss team, which ultimately we're going to be building around Razelvarg. Seems a bit harsh, these ratings, to be honest. I think he's better than that. But yeah, so that's kind of where we are. I think here was the Skaramis, who ultimately I'm trying to build as the Mischief tank, because we get Decay sorted with the Provoke. We get 2 additional buffs on ourselves, which will mean that Mischief will target us. And we also have a decreased attack for Wrath. So he's kind of like a very budget version of Skull-Lord Vargal. Also HP based, so in theory, easier to keep alive. I do need to finish getting him up to level 60 and finish farming masteries. I do need to assign masteries on Gembo. I need to finish assigning masteries on Coldheart. I'm currently using her for the daily quests. So each time we get unlock a mastery. So next time we get the mastery unlock, should be getting Giant Slayer. I don't really... it will speed up some of the runs, but it's not going to make or break anything that I use her for. So I don't mind kind of holding it back at the moment. Haikatoon needs a rebuild, has no banner. All of these champion builds, they need to be redone, to be honest. I haven't done any rebuilds now for quite a while. And that was mostly because I was really just going to end up waiting for to be in a position where I felt like I could build an Ultra Nightmare viable clan boss team. And we can go and do these 7 campaign battles with our new champions that we need to level up. So we've got Delaja, Razelvarg. Actually, you know what I'm going to be doing? I think what's probably a better use of time today, and that's probably what I'm going to end up doing with quite a lot today, is I'm going to end up leveling Razelvarg from level 1 to 50 in Minotaur. And then when I level them up to 60, I have a barrel ready. So I think that will probably be how I'll end up leveling up Razelvarg. And I might do something similar with Delaja, although I don't have another barrel, so it doesn't really. But that's probably, I'm going to do some of that today. We've got quite a lot of gems. I'm also going to do more Spider, take advantage of this triple speed event. I think that will give us the gear we need to be able to build this Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss team. If we look at the actual Dragon tournament, I have got all of the rewards, 2,900 points. There's no way I'm going to finish first, but I think it makes sense this weekend to put in quite a lot of gems into the account, basically really go hard on Dragon, then actually try and get both of my other champions, or at least Razelvarg, to 60 with masteries, because the sooner I can be in a position to start trying to build that Ultra Nightmare team, basically the sooner I'm farming Ultra Nightmare, the better. And it would be a good use of my gems to get Ultra Nightmare on farm sooner than later, because you just get so many more resources. And if we do want to be in a place to do the next fusion, I think the big caveat will be a summon rush, and I only have 1 sacred right now. So if I can get, say, Ultra Nightmare on farm in the next 2 or 3 days, hypothetically, and say we have a week, we have 2 weeks until the next summon rush, because this weekend's effectively a summon rush. If a fusion starts during the next 2 weeks, will be in a fortnight's time that we'll have the summon rush part of it. I think 10 days of Ultra Nightmare, there's a good chance that we'll get enough shards to find a way through between mysteries, maybe some voids, and maybe get 1 more sacred or something. But I think that's probably a sensible thing to do. In terms of the challenges, I can do this really at any point. I probably will get these done soon, because now we're in this position where we might actually want these two epic tomes. Champion's done, Dungeon's done, Arena's done. That's something we can do. Hopefully we'll manage to finish the Forge Pass. I think I will. We've got 2 days left, only 4 levels, so that should be fine as well. And Defiant gear is extremely good, so hopefully we'll get lucky on that. And then the other thing that I'll probably look to do, again, once Ultra Nightmare's done, is I'll probably turn my attention to Nightmare, Nightmare campaign, because there is that sacred shard there. Again, that could be the difference. So I think that's probably enough for this video. It gives you an idea of where we are, basically, what we've been up to. Whilst we're here, let's just summon all of these soul shards. We do actually have Chronum and Rhonda, both 2-star, in the market, which is very appealing. But let's get these summons done first, see if we get anything. I don't know if I want to spend that kind of... Oh my god, I don't even have this on my main account. 6-star Husk. Oh, we should actually change this, to be honest. And we can now put Razelvarg there. Do have Rhonda and Brogni. It would be nice to get a higher soul. Do have a 1-star Deacon. I would like the larger. I think a higher Deacon would be good. And still Gembo. That will be that. Summon another 10. Got, what, 9 more shards to go. I don't expect to get anything, to be honest. But the husk is interesting because we do actually have a husk, and we know husk is going to be very good for certain, for Hydra, really. And to be honest, pretty decent in Magma Dragon as well. So having that 6-star soul might actually mean that we end up prioritizing husk quite a bit. I don't have anyone at 6-star on my main account. It's just the way luck is, right? These slightly bigger shards. Hopefully we'll just get someone we've got, to be honest. Legendary Razzlevarg, maybe? No, Pixniel. Would have been too much to ask for. Another rare. Here's a Nullhorn, who we do have, but Nullhorn doesn't really benefit that much from the souls. Anyway, that's enough of that for now. So yeah, I'm going to jump in, get this done. Well, get the rest of my quests done. Try and start farming up food. We got, what, 2 5-star chickens effectively ready. Got a couple of 4-stars. Do we have any actual chickens left over? We actually got 5 5-star chickens for Razzlevarg already, and we're got a few 3-star and 4-star. So I think we won't actually be in too bad a position to get both Razzlevarg and Delaja up to 60 this weekend, get the masteries fully farmed, and hopefully maybe on Monday be in a position to try and build the clan boss team. In terms of gear, I do actually have quite a bit of speed gear that I've been, you can see there's quite a few things I've been rolled up to 16, so I've been slowly collecting stuff, done a bit more dragon. Let's just quickly go through this gear. I'll keep that just in case we get a Chaos Ore. That one's decent. Not that, that's okay. If that had speed, I'd have kept it for Faction Wars, but it doesn't. It does. Rubbish. Not usable. We'll keep that. Not good. There we go. So overall, got, what, 781 pieces. There's a lot of rubbish in here, definitely. That's why I say that I need to do a proper gear cleanse, and that's going to be coming up fairly soon. Let me crack on with the rest of what needs to be done today, and hopefully in that next video we'll be looking at building out a clan boss team, which should be exciting. As always, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye for now.